Hey cutie! Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. I'm super excited. It's been a long time since I've done a Shop My Stash video, but I did recently buy a new top-down tripod, and I'm just really excited to bring more easily for me to film Shop My Stash videos and BYOP videos. I'm so excited about this. You guys have no idea. I have been waiting to use this tripod for like 2 weeks now. I got it as I was pre-filming some stuff before my trip, and it's just been sitting and waiting, and I've been itching to film content with it. So I'm so excited to film my Shop My Stash today. I've already actually pulled my items in my top drawer, and I can't wait to just organize, get some stuff put in here, and just shop my stash with you and show you what I'm gonna be using. I just wanted to start things off by showing you my very disheveled everyday like pan that palette drawer. I have the focus palettes that I wanted to use throughout the quarter, so like the months of autumn, and then I have my true project pan items here. What I think I'm going to do is once I shop my stash for items, I might take like some of these items that like these were my 24 and 2024, but they're kind of few and far between now. So I think I might just put my Shop My Stash items in here. Then this will be like my my Shop My Stash main drawer of items I need to focus on. And then for the week or the day, I'll just grab what I want. Let me reorganize this for a second and then I will be right back, or maybe I'll just keep you along for the ride. All right, I've been trying to make a focus on my Pat McGrath palette, so I don't want to move this into like the back corner over here. I have my like BYOP pan that palette, and then again, just like my autumnal focus palettes that I'm reaching for. But let's shop my stash first and figure out what we're gonna put in here. Ah, this top down is so nice, isn't it? Oh my goodness. This is game changing for me. Like this is my like primary like complexion drawer. Primers, concealers, foundations, powders. I do have some backup like skincare products back here, just there, you can't see it, but I know they're there. I am going to pick something that was in that unofficial panning video. This is my Franken loose powder. I'm mixing my two huge loose powders into this to use, and I just want to continue to use that. That's kind of like my everyday under eye setting powder, so it's something that I'm always reaching for. I am torn though between these three powders for like complexion setting. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Golden Ivory here because I just really enjoy this one, and I really haven't given myself the okay to use it this year. Like, yeah, I'm unofficially trying to finish this, but I can always come back to this or gravitate toward, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna grab both. I can't figure it out, so I'll just grab both of these. And then I do think I'm gonna grab the concealer that I'm working on finishing, but in addition to this, I don't often grab for a like foundation type product, but I'm wearing this today and I really like it, especially as we're getting like the cooler weather. I'm going to be losing my tan fairly quickly, and I feel like the e.l.f. Halo Glow is just going to give a little bit more life to my skin and not make me look as like flat. The more I'm grabbing, the more excited I'm getting about the items in here. And I am going to grab my unofficial item that I'm trying to pan, and this is mostly because I want to wear this on work days. I really like this when I'm going to the office because it makes sure my foundation is like locked and loaded. And I don't know how long this rotation of items is going to last me, but I do have a sales, like an all-day sales meeting coming up. This will work really well to hold the foundation on all day. And when I say foundation, I really mean just like this concealer and everything else. It'll hold on to it really well. So I need to bring this in. I think that might be everything. Yeah, that's everything I want to pull out of this drawer. highlight. Ooh, I did want to just share this because I don't know when else I'm going to have a chance to, but I put the Space Age highlight on my cheeks and on my eyes today, and I'm so excited. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but there is, oh man, you're not going to be able to see it, are you? There is a little tiny glimmer of a pan right there. I was shocked that I hit it. I was so excited. It is so baby minuscule, little bitty pan, but I hit pan nonetheless. I am really focusing on my end of year project pan highlight. This Blissful, or no, this is Rodeo Drive from Ofra. So I don't think I'm going to put another highlight in. I think what I will do with my highlights, just because I've really truly been loving this one so much lately, that if I feel the look calls for a highlight, I will pull something out of this drawer and share it then in like either my most used makeup. So I'm not going to pull a highlight out here. Just because, again, I want to focus on the Project Pan one. But moving down to blush and bronzer, this drawer, I love this drawer so much. I think I'm going to pull the AOA Studio Perfect Bronzer. I wore this again today for the first time in a while. I've been really focusing on the Beauty Bakery bronzer lately that I gave myself the okay to finally like dip back into this. And oh my gosh, I just really appreciate this bronzer. I have a very yellow light over that direction to use, so this is going to look way more orange and yellow toned than normal. This is a really neutral bronzer and I really like it. It just looks so good, and I really love a matte bronzer. That is my preference. Now I do think I want to bring in one of the palettes. I've just really been liking these, and I think it's going to be the Moon Prism. I've been really wanting to dip into these two shades. That is Spacey and Gravity. I've really wanted to reach into these because we're getting into the cooler weather, and these just make me think of like going to, man, I'm gonna like totally Midwest myself right now, but I go to the apple orchard, the cider mill, get some fresh donuts and apple cider, and just absolutely love every second of it. And these two colors in particular make me feel like I'm going to the apple orchard and drinking cider and having a great time. Then I do want to bring in this one here. This is another blush from Bare Minerals. I finished one like last month actually, and I like to make a conscious effort on my loose blushes from Bare Minerals because they are the oldest in my collection. So I am going to bring this in. If I use it a couple times, I will be thrilled, but this is just something I want to start, like, again, maybe focusing on one or the other for next year. Who knows? Ooh, this drawer is always exciting, isn't it? This is my most colorful drawer. Oh, she looks so fun, so exciting, and definitely not in season for right now. But I do want to give myself the permission to use these two products here. These are Kat Von D Dazzle sticks. These are beautiful, beautiful stick eyeshadows. Electro Bolt, the gold one, is by far the best one. The other one I have is Tornado Haze. Oh, she's just stunning. It's not going to do justice because we're so zoomed in and it's so hard to get this in focus right now, but Electro Bolt and then Tornado Haze, which I thought was going to be way cooler. The promo shots make it look really cool, like olive with this really intense purple, but the olive just kind of ends up looking like, more gray than anything else. I hope you can see. Oh, yeah, Electro Bolt. This one here is way prettier. That is Electro Bolt. It just has so much more shimmer in my opinion, and it just has just a beautiful shift. The Tornado Haze, the khaki green shade, it just ends up looking really muddy and just washes out like my skin tone, and it just doesn't look cute. But I am going to bring both of these in because I do want to get use out of them. I do like the formula of both of them, and Tornado Haze does make a good layering shade for other items to go on top. Maybe I'll try it more with gray. Then I don't think I want to pull any of my cream About Face liquid matte fluid eye paints, but I do think I'm going to pull the Split Pan Liner by Midas. This is the quad that they had with Angel, Glam by Angelic, Angel, I'm not sure. And this is just metallic cake liners, and I figure maybe right now would be a nice time to try and reach for some of these shades. And in the spirit of that, I'm also going to pull this Split Pan liner in the shade Red Velvet. This is just a red and a like burgundy kind of red. I'm trying to get some use out of these. I wore the purple Split Pan liner recently in a video that you might have seen, but I'm going to reach for these. And then I think that's going to be it with my Shop My Stash. I'm not super crazy with my lip products and having to like pull out specific ones. I will talk about those in my most used makeup, but let's go ahead and maybe reorganize all of these items in here. These are just going to be the items that I'm focusing on in a way. They're my Shop My Stash items. I'm going to try to make some effort in these. My goal in my Shop My Stash is to use every item that I'm pulling at least 2 times. That's so achievable. And maybe I'll figure out how I like products a little bit more. Maybe I'll fall in love with some items in here and figure, hey, this might be a good item to pan, that kind of thing. Now, when it comes to like the palettes, like I'm gonna even count the Glisten palette as one. 2 times total. Like I don't need to reach for 2 times each shade, because sometimes like things like this are very challenging for me to make myself reach for. And if I get 2 uses in this whole palette, I will feel so accomplished, because this in particular, the Split Cake Liner palette, is not something I gravitate towards. Same thing with the Duo, the Split Pan Duo liner. And then for the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism palette, again, I just want to reach for this one. Let's bump it up from 2 uses, let's say 5 uses. It doesn't necessarily have to be every single shade, but I do want to use 5 times. I want to dip into this palette in some capacity. And I think that that will be a pretty achievable thing to reach. And then everything else that I pulled 2 times. I think that that again is totally manageable. I don't think that that's going to make me feel overwhelmed, and I'm just really excited about using these items. So if you are excited about Shop My Stash, hit the subscribe button, stick around. I'd love to have you in the Cutie family too. But until my next video, I hope you're staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!